Hello everyone and welcome back to Create Ultimate Selection 2. Today, we are doing what I consider to be the last necessary farm for a starter base. So if you remember in the last episode, we put this nifty thing in this corner together, which is the second half of a kelp farm. So I've done some AFKing, and we now have a lot of dried kelp here. And in addition, between episodes, I also added these two banks of water wheels so that we have some more power in the system. I've also done some planning here because today we are doing one of the blocks that is critical for any create playthrough, andesite. Now, andesite needs a lot of cobblestone. So, in addition to this bank of cobblestone generators up here, I also put 12 cobblestone generators down here with a secondary line running into the cobble storage. The plan for today is to make an andesite farm, and it'll be in this area. And so what we need for an andesite farm is gravel, which we can use by we can make by using the cobblestone. We also need flint, which we can get from all the way over here. And we need lava. And you can see the recipe that we need right here. It's using a compactor, flint, gravel, and lava with no heating required. Now it pops andesite. Now, the reason I need andesite is because andesite alloy is in pretty much everything you make and create, and it requires andesite and iron nuggets or zinc nuggets. But the point is, both of those things I have an abundance due to the tough farm over here. So today we're going to be making that andesite farm. But before we do, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. And I actually have a question for all you viewers. When I end up a bit later on in the series making the actual big factory, I have 3 different ways I can make the factory. I can do the stone brick, where I essentially make a giant structure out of stone bricks, or pretty much any other block, and put all the machines inside that. Option 2 is the jigsaw, where I have one singular building, but every time I add a new creation, I then build an extension on that building to hold that mechanism. And this will end up with something that looks a lot more like, say, the burrow from Harry Potter. Or I could go with the village, where I make structures around the mechanisms after I build them, and then have some sort of interconnection between the buildings, passing materials around. Now, I have my thoughts on all of them, but I do want to hear all of your guys' thoughts as well. So, down below, let me know if you want me to do the brick, which is rebuilding the building and putting everything inside. If you want me to do option 2, which is the jigsaw, which is adding each mechanism as an extension onto the building of the previous one. Or option 3, the village, which is where I build each creation in its own building inside of a kind of create village and have series of connections. Now I will say that just because I'm calling it a create village does not mean I won't be putting, say, applied energetics or mechanism in one of them. I just know create the most. But let's go ahead and get into our creation here, our building here. So, first thing I need to do is I need to get cobblestone out of here and into the millstones. So the millstones, I'm going to, well, first of all, there's that. The millstones, I'm just, no, not that. Millstones, I'm going to, let's see, how do I want to do this? Well, I know that all of these are going to be set up a block, so I'm just going to boom and boom, boom, boom. So that's going to be the basins. And then I want the millstones to be here, I believe, because I want the mechanical arms. So take items and there. Take items, place in all of these there. And then I want to go from this to that there. This to that there. This to that there. And then let's see, then I want to go from this one to that one there. I want to go into this one, from this one, from here, and this one, and those two together from there. Now just to make sure, these two arms, place it on those. This one is those two. That one is those two. That one, do I have one for the back one there? Yes, this one is those two. This one is those two. Those two, those two, those two. Okay, so we have my network of arms set up. Next thing, do I have piping? I do not. So I need to get one of my brass funnels. And the only reason I'm doing this right now, by the way, is I don't have a proper pull-out for all of these right here. And okay, there's expansion room down. But so if I put this here, it automatically pulls it out in stacks for me. And I can do this, pull out. And easily get a whole bunch of copper coming in from this. boom. Boom. And again, this is just because I don't have a proper access point set up for this yet. So, just going to make all the copper I need right here. And, okay. And now use the hammer to make copper plates. And then these to create fluid pipes. Okay. This should be enough. So I'm gonna divert from this one. So I'm not gonna put something there yet. But so I'm going to branch off from here. And I need these to go down. So I could have fluid going into here. Because as I said, these need lava. So gets piped up through all of these with a come into there. Just connect this and see if we're getting any. We are not getting flow. So that means that at some point in this, let's go ahead and do there. I need to have that. And let's go ahead and let's, do I have it? Where are my gearboxes? There's a gearbox. I need this as well. There. Gearbox. Did not need to be a critical one. A normal gearbox. Gear there. And running this like that. And now all those have lava in them. That is good. We need the output of the andesite. And so... okay, I need to make that hammer again, which is iron. And that allows me to make that, and that, and now I take iron and do that, just because I don't know how many of these I'll need. Make a bunch of barrels, and now I need to get this recipe, pull that, all of that, and then I'm going to make silos because that fits a bit better in this area. Let's see. Yep. Okay, and okay, so this top level is not here. And I'm doing max size for this because andesite is a very important block, and the more I have access to it, the better I will be. So now that I have this, I can come in with this shaft and bring in a mechanical belt, connect up, andesite funnel there. I don't have an andesite block in here. I was just using it for demonstration. There it is. And andesite recipe in all of these. Then I believe I have, yes, I have 2 more mechanical arms. I will be needing those. And let's see, what do I need depot there. And I need to target all of these. Pull from there. Okay, that can fit there. And if I set that up with a brass set to stacks, I should be putting stacks in each of these, which will allow it to work better. And now I need to go and put the mechanical press. And by the way, as I said last video, what you guys are experiencing right now is my thought process when it comes to building these. So, you know, I figured you guys should probably get this, you know, sneak peek into how I work. Because, you know, you can tell a lot about someone by how they work on projects. Let's see if I do that. I need to get up, so that. Okay, now here. Boom. Pull those off. So now we have presses. And now we need to get power. So first, I need to hop up here and get one of my brass funnels set up here with, I want them to come out in groups of 64. So that's set up. I need to connect these together so they're working all at the same time. And simple belt will, you come out from a different angle. Simple belt will do. All of these can be powered by a gear. So let's get this there. And I need more gearbox, so there, that should work. And I need a couple of these to be vertical. So vertical gearbox, not right orientation, so rotate. I need a shaft to go there. Actually, wait, all these can, yeah, all these are getting lava. Okay. And if I put this here, okay. So we are now getting that to come in. And I need to go and let's see. If I stick a small cog here, shaft, 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 and then belt, I start pulling flint from from this. And see, all these are getting gravel. Good. And now I need to get power up there and down there. And the best place to access that power right now is, I think I may need to do some digging here. Let's see, best access point for down there would probably be here. So I can get over to here. And let's see. This would be that. And then, actually, wait, no, that won't work because of spacing. Oh wait, if I stick a gearbox here, yeah, that reverses the direction. So I put that here. That shouldn't have pulled cobble in. Should be pulling andesite. Let me go this way. Okay. No. Okay. Poured out all of the cobblestone. And just make sure all of these are going good. Okay. Next is power to those, which is, let's see, the best way is a vertical gearbox there, a vertical gearbox there, and shafts. And now I'm creating andesite. So let's see, we're all getting the andesite there. What is the... We're still sitting at max there, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes after some AFK. I had this issue before where sometimes these didn't quite work. Let's see. Okay, you're gonna need to pull the flint out of there. So I can work with this. Let's see, I need to hop up over to here to deposit flint. Again, back up here to deposit flint. And now I get 2 basins. And let's see, are those still being targeted? Yes, they still are. Good. Okay, they're on now, and now I'm going to make sure by setting the recipe filter to andesite. And now I need to have everything not andesite come out. So I need to do by going like that. And do I feel I have a filter somewhere? So where is flyer? There it is. Let's see. I come up here. And since I'm up here, I'm gonna take a chance to sleep. And let's see. I know I have a filter in one of these chests. Actually, do I even need to go find one from a chest? Let's see. Filter. No, I do not. I can just craft it right here. Okay. Still probably a good thing that I slept. Come down here. Okay, I ended up crawling. Good to know. Then I open this. Andesite. I want to deny that. So everything not andesite should come out. Not even sure how gravel bricks ended up in this, but you know, it is what it is. So you come over here. Again, not quite sure how. Block of flint is a thing? In hindsight, that makes sense, but still. Now, what's... Oh, I think I see what happened with these. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's good to know for if I need those for decoration in the future. Now I can do this. Now I need to change this to that, and now it's a basic Coolio filter again in case I need it. And let's see up here. So, I'll probably be moving all these chests over between episodes up here so I can because I think this we'll be doing next time. But let's do one final check of andesite factory. Landing over here. Landing here is becoming kind of treacherous to try to find a good spot, but you know, it is what it is. So all of these are getting. Did I go F5 this? I go F4. Oh, I can go on F4 to check. Okay, good thing. Let's see. All of those are getting used. That is going from there to there. There, there, there. There, there, there. Okay. All those are going as planned. And the site that hasn't gone down quality. You know, I think no, I need to I'll get some brass, maybe some brass funnels there later. But actually wait, no. Wait, no, gravel is going to be the sticking point. Let me go get some brass funnels so I can speed this up a little bit. And I now have the brass funnels. So if I come down here, I'm going to land here because it's open. I'm going to place these brass funnels and okay, that should be going a bit faster. Now we don't wait for these to be on these. I'm not quite sure how we can be doing this any faster than we already are. So let's go ahead and just move this, and maybe I'll park it right here. And okay, looks like the lava is going down slightly before it goes up, so that's sitting pretty good. The flint is probably going to end up being the biggest bottleneck because we just simply have a backlog from me AFKing. But eventually that backlog's going to die. Oh, of course I go down. And let's see. Okay, good. We have more cobble coming in than is going out. You can tell because it's pausing. If it didn't pause, we'd have more coming out than going in. But, okay, and this should all be connected properly. I'm not seeing anything wrong. I do need to make sure mobs can't spawn down here. But other than that, got it done. Let's see, we have an excess of logs coming in because I'm not really doing anything here. Oh, something I did do is I swapped this out, so now it's this lever, which could eventually be changed to a wireless redstone relay, is going to turn on and off that gripper arm, which is the only thing that is keeping this whole thing from operating like previously. But so I've got that. The tough-based farm looks to be going good. Getting a good supply of all the nugget types, which is, as I said, good. The smelter over here is going absolutely fine. The kelp is churning out. And I should be good for today. So, we have all of this done. And I think I'm gonna actually call it here. So, next video, we are going to get started on the interior. So, taking out all this dirt, building out the proper floors, maybe get started on a bit of a storage system over here in this corner, and mainly just making it so it doesn't look like an empty shell, which, for as much as it for as cool as it looks over here, I got like no windows, so that'll be something that I need to fix. But after I got that, then what I did with that, I'll check it out later. But yeah, so that's what I got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. Reminder to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. Tell me if you want me to do the brick style factory, the jigsaw style factory, or the village style factory. Descriptions of all that are earlier in this video, about 3 to 5 minute mark. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.